The Adani Group, a diversified organization in India with a combined revenue of $15 billion and a market cap of $50 billion, has created a world-class transport utility infrastructure portfolio. From ports to agriculture, power to transmission, defense to green energy, Adani has over the years positioned itself to be the market leader in its transport logistics and energy utility portfolio businesses, focusing on large-scale infrastructure development in India with operation and maintenance practices benchmarked to global standards. Owing to its success and leadership position to its core philosophy of nation building, driven by growth with goodness, Adani is committed to increase its ESG footprint by realigning its business with emphasis on climate change mitigation and community development through its CSR programs based on the principles of sustainability, diversity, and shared values. In the past couple of decades, the energy requirements of India, one of the fastest growing economies in the world, have been constantly increasing. In the wake of global warming and climate change being a grave concern, renewable sources of energy like solar and wind got a push globally. The importance of green energy was discussed on many international platforms, and many countries, including India, began their journey towards switching to greener energy solutions. The acceleration started when India set some ambitious goals at the 2015 COP21 summit. Realizing the importance of cleaner energy, the Adani Group forayed into the renewable energy sector with Adani Green Energy Limited in 2015. With an aim to achieve India's renewable energy goals, Adani Group commissioned its first solar power plant in Bitta, Gujarat. Today, Adani Green Energy Limited is one of the largest renewable energy companies in India, with a pioneering effort to help India's transition to renewable power generation. With an asset base of more than $3 billion, 100% 25-year PPAs, and over 4,000 million units of electricity supplied, Adani Group has one of the largest renewable portfolios in the world. From developing and owning to operating and maintaining utility-scale, grid-connected solar and wind projects, today Adani Green has 80 renewable projects spread across 11 states with a collective capacity of more than 14,000 megawatt, both operational and under implementation. This is distributed across solar, wind and hybrid plants, resulting in Adani Group avoiding approximately 4 million tons worth of carbon dioxide emissions. One of the world's largest single-location solar power projects was commissioned by the Adani Group at Kamuthi in Tamil Nadu. It spans a vast area of 2,500 acres and comprises 2.5 million solar modules, generating 648 megawatt of clean energy and powering 265,000 homes in a suitable manner. In 2020, Adani Group was ranked as the world's largest solar power generation owner by Mercom Capital and was also awarded the world's largest solar award by Solar Energy Corporation of India. As a part of the award, Adani Group will develop 8 gigawatt of solar projects, resulting in 15 gigawatt capacity under operation, construction or under contract, thereby accelerating its journey towards its target of achieving an installed generation capacity of 25 gigawatt and becoming the world's largest renewable company by 2030. Adani Group also marked its presence in the solar manufacturing sector, becoming India's largest solar PV cell and modules manufacturer with a capacity of 1.5 gigawatt.
Manufacturing facility for Adani Solar is located at a 640-acre Mundra Solar Technopark Limited, one of the only greenfield approved EMC clusters in Gujarat and one of the largest clusters in India. It is also the only manufacturer to have a product portfolio and know-how for all solar technologies, multi, monopuck, puck bifacial and N-type bifacial. This EMC is well supported by all infrastructure including warehouses, water, power, a well-connected logistics corridor and a gated residential township. Our cell and module line equipment have been sourced from leading European, US and Chinese suppliers. The development of new processes and advanced technologies have been done in close collaboration with leading research agencies like RCT Germany and ISC Konstanz Germany. We have also been partnering with Indian institutions like IIT Mumbai for many of our projects. We produce the highest efficiency multicrystalline solar cells with 19.3% efficiency, taking an edge into the market against the 18.8% standard for multicrystalline cells at that point of time. Technology and cost excellence is driven at Adani Solar by a team of globally experienced research associates and specialists who have widespread roots from the best brands in solar industry. Our state-of-the-art manufacturing lines are audited and certified by leading international audit agencies like Black & Veatch, PVEL and CEA. We demonstrate product quality through 100% PID resistance on the field. Our products and modules are tested for 3 times PID resistance. We also qualify for 3 times IEC test through third-party labs. Adani Change Management System is the strength of our QMS, which includes stringent quality plans, effective and very strong control of engineering changes, and new product development. We have a fully equipped product reliability testing lab which ensures that internal qualifications and reliability tests detect product, material and process flaws in advance so that none of our customers faces product failures on the field. With a platinum-rated greenfield manufacturing facility, Adani Solar is determined to ensure that all its processes strike an ecological balance through stringent year-on-year internal targets on conservation of water and energy, minimizing waste and recycling resources. Going forward, we plan to expand our capacity threefold to almost 3+ gigawatts to ensure that we are able to service our customers in India and across through the latest technologies available in the market.
At the forefront of applying technological innovations and strengthening systems and processes, Adani is committed to achieve best-in-class operating performance.
In the last 3 years, we have installed ENOC Energy Network Operating Center with the help of a European partner to make our operation and maintenance practices world-class and efficient. We are operating 3.1 gigawatts of renewable power. Here, more than 1.49 million data bytes are being sent to a cloud every 5 minutes. In other words, 9 gigabytes of data traffic every day. This data is generated by the 31,623 inverters, 4,42,369 strings, 12.2 millions of module, along with all the data tags of 200 wind turbines and 1,040 kilometers of internal grid lines. Normally in the industry, they monitor up to the inverter level. If it is a central inverter, then it is a 1 megawatt. But our platform, we are able to monitor up to the module level, capacity of a 300 to 400 watts. For the wind turbine, the main important issue is the performance of the wind turbine at every given point of time. This platform enables us to analyze that each wind speed being available and what exactly the power generated at that point of time against the desired power level. This platform is giving us a continuous analysis of real-time power curve monitoring. This platform is capable to generate the rule-based alarm for any kind of a breakdown or any type issue at any level inside the plant. It generates alarm along with the ticket. Ticket will be assigned to the respective site engineers. After the maintenance is completed, he will close the ticket and this will be recorded as a mean time to repair. Further analysis of all the breakdowns for all the site ensure mean time to repair is the optimum. This will help us to improve mean time to repair and resulting into the higher plant availability.
In the second phase, we are already looking at enhancing our ENOC capabilities by deploying advanced artificial intelligence engines and machine learning algorithms on the millions of data points to actively predict module behavior and proactively address equipment failure. We are also in the process of integrating and using automated drones for thermography of solar modules to identify module-level faults, the second layer of performance assurance. This technology-driven approach and in-depth data analytics are the pillars helping us maintain the leadership position in the renewable industry, not only in India, but also globally. A combination of our philosophy of developing, owning and operating our assets combined with the best-in-class process expertise results in a near P50 level generation in our solar plants, which is not only the highest threshold in India, but also at par with the best global benchmarks. In the short span of 5 years, Adani Group has established itself and the nation as the largest and the fastest growing renewable energy player in the world. A proud signatory of the imminent United Nations Global Impact, Adani Green has proved itself to be the thought leader in the renewable energy sector. Aligned to the group's philosophy of growth with goodness, our strong presence across the country has helped in creating thousands of employment opportunities and uplifted many communities. Our vision has always been to enrich lives and contribute to nations through sustainable value creation, and we are committed to delivering our promise for a cleaner and greener future for India and the world.
Dear friends, we live in a fascinating times. We are in a position where the future is increasingly difficult to predict. All we have are a broad trend lines to bet on. We are witnessing accelerated cycles of disruptions in every market, and even more in the energy markets, as new business models continue to rapidly emerge. I expect the disruption in the energy market will create over $1 trillion of value over the next 2 decades. And even more importantly, lay the foundation of hope to the millions that have lived their lives without electricity. I believe we are at a point of time that we will look back and call the transformative era for the energy business. The combination of renewable energy that uniquely demonstrate economics of scale on a centralized and decentralized basis, with the shrinking differentiation between the producer and consumer, electrification of mobility, various forms of battery chemistries, artificial intelligence-based demand response systems, and extreme level of digitizations are all coming together to build a new disruptive energy architectures. Perhaps even more disruptive than the era of the steam engines that drove the industrial revolutions in the 18th century. Just as the steam engine gave the world the foundation to efficiently convert the energy of coal into useful mechanical power, renewable energy is giving the world the means to efficiently electrify almost every known process. And India is leading the world through its ability to perhaps produce the least expensive electrons mankind has yet known. I will be the first to admit that just 5 years back, there was no sign of these swift revolutions. In my view, the catalyst was the 2015 COP21 summit, where the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, and former French President, Mr. Hollande, launched the International Solar Alliance and brought together an unprecedented 121 countries with a common purpose. History will record this event as the single most critical one that united the world in its attempt to limit the global increase in temperature to less than 2 degrees centigrade, and the admission that we had only about 25 years left to do so. The summit was best summarized by the leaders when President Hollande commented that the alliance was India's gift to the world that is struggling to mitigate climate change. And Prime Minister Modi said, this day is the sunrise of new hope, and not just for clean energy, but for villages and homes still in darkness, and for our mornings and evenings filled with a clear view of the glory of the sun. India has continued to lead the way. We are proving that we can carve out our own destiny without pointing fingers at the developed economies that industrialize and enable for itself an era of dramatic increase in wealth and living standards through a carbon-based economy. India's approach was validated by a very recent BNEF Climate Scope study that ranked as the top emerging market for clean energy, well on its way to meet its goal of 450 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2030. The acceleration is unprecedented. As of today, India is already approaching 100 gigawatt of renewable capacity, with another 80 gigawatt under construction or tendered out. In fact, India is the only G20 nation whose actions has allowed it to keep its promise rate of decarbonization. I'm proud to say that the Adani Group is doing its part to stay aligned with the national priorities. Our renewable journey is just 5 years old, and we are today the world's largest solar power company with 15 gigawatt under operation, construction or contract. We are now accelerating towards achieving a generation capacity of 25 gigawatt of renewable power by 2025 and thereafter becoming the world's largest renewable company by 2030. In closing, let me re-emphasize India's importance to the world's green energy revolutions, and its market size is unmatched. Yes, it is competitive, yet it attracted a massive $64 billion of foreign investment over the past 4 years. What personally makes it exciting is the opportunity to participate in this journey and showcase that Adani Group can establish one of the fastest rate of decarbonization ever witnessed. Thank you.
Thank you, Gautam, for a peek behind the scenes of one of the world's largest renewable energy businesses.